Hello HuntChef Nation. Today we're gonna throw down a wild flavor take on a General Tso style chicken and shrimp dish just in time for Mother's Day. We got the wild flavor and it's about to go down. So we got some really straightforward, inexpensive ingredients that are gonna taste fantastic once we put them all together. So we're gonna go step by step through this dish, putting together the chicken, the shrimp, the veggies, lots of ginger. We're gonna use some bacon up in here. We're gonna have a little bit of ginger ale as a star, kind of sneak ingredient in the sauce. So stay tuned. Here's how we're gonna do it. Put that battle axe to work. A little bit of Spanish onion. You can use green, you can use red, Vidalia, whatever you like. 3 sweet bell peppers. 3 different colors. The flavor is pretty similar, obviously, but everybody eats with their eyes, so we're gonna color this dish up and make it nice and bright for Mom. You can use spicier peppers. You wanna throw in some hot peppers, some jalapenos, whatever you guys like to do at your house. Time to prep that fresh ginger root. Plenty of different ways to chop up and mince the ginger, but I like to, the grain runs really long and stringy, so I like to slice across it and then go back and mince it all up. Like a Ronco rocker. Today we're using broccoli, but you can use asparagus, cauliflower, fresh carrots, whatever you like. This is pretty fresh stuff right here. We've got a big old chicken breast here today. What we're gonna do is we're gonna slice it down into kind of scaloppinis to make it cook a little faster and go a longer way for our plate coverage. And you're kind of pre-portioned already for everybody to enjoy. And we're doing them nice and thin. You can see, almost sort of see light through it. Cut them on a little bit of an angle to give it a little more surface area. If you've been lucky enough in the woods to get you a spring turkey this year, great way, great recipe to use for the breast meat on that. And especially if you got yourself a battle axe cleaver from your buddy HuntChef, you got a thicker piece, you don't even need a mallet. So today we've opted to use some pre-cooked salad shrimp, just an easy button for today. You can use raw, you can use bay scallops, sea scallops, whatever you guys like, or you can skip the seafood altogether. So here we've got a couple of cups of all-purpose flour. You can use cornstarch, anything gluten-free, breadcrumbs, whatever you like, but just using the flour today, we're loaded up with the HuntChef Smoky Bayou to give us some sweet, smoky flavor at the base of this, and don't be shy with it. Get your whisk or a fork, simply mix it in, and you've got that wild flavor ready to crust that chicken already. All mixed up and ready for that yard bird. So we've got our cutlets all individually coated with the flour and sort of piled up in there to let them form a little bit of a crust. Now we're gonna get some bacon up in the cast iron and get ready to pan fry these guys. So we're gonna get our rice started first. I've got some whole butter. I'm on nice big knobs of it. Right in a little bit of a preheated pan. And we're gonna follow that in with our onions. And I wanna get just a kind of a slow melty cook on them, not really caramelizing them. It's just so satisfying to open anything with a battle axe. You know what I mean? While we're getting our rice going, it's time to get the bacon up into the cast iron. I love pan frying, deep frying, sauteing with bacon up. I mean, look at that. Just enough. We want about 1/8 of an inch coating in the bottom because the flour is going to kind of suck some of it up. And we want to make sure that we have maximum fat in the bottom so that the crust browns and caramelizes and gets crispy. It doesn't have contact with a dry pan where that's not going to happen. Just a gentle cook on these onions, soften them up, let some of those flavors bloom out of them, and the sharpness of the onion kind of start to go away and bring out that sweetness in it. Oh yeah. Got those onions about where I want them. Now we're going to go into the rice. We're going to follow it up with just a little bit of water. You can use chicken broth or veggie broth if you want, and it's already cooked, so I just want to be able to have a medium in there to help warm the rice through, bloom the flavors, the dry ingredients in the Party Fowl, and help bring our rice all together. Look at that beautiful yellow color. Get this in Mom's Kitchen. We've got a big sale going right now for Mother's Day at HuntChef.com. Lots of Party Fowl. We're gonna let that gently simmer to all come together and have it just right when all the other ingredients are done to make our final plate. So you can see we've got just a little bit of smoke coming off of the bacon up. That means the temperature's right to start our cutlets. You shake off any excess flour, lay them in there, and always lay them away from you. Ooh, there's a sizzle. You know where there's sizzle, there's flavor. We got the temperature just right. These are gonna cook quick because they're so thin. So I wanted it a little bit higher to get a good brown on the chicken because it's gonna cook so quick. I wish you could smell it already. A little bit of paper towel once the cutlets come out to let them drain on. Beautiful, tender little chicken cutlets. Just look at that golden color. Talk about eating with your eyes. First batch is done. Let's get them out and onto that paper towel to rest. Nice and light coating of flour, no heavy breading. Gonna give it a minute, let that bacon up come back up to temp, and then the rest of the chicken's going in. So our bacon up's back up to temperature. Now it's time for round 2 of that chicken going in. Oh, got the sizzle right away, I love it. So while round 2 of the chicken's crisping up and getting delicious, we're gonna start our veggies. A little more butter for them. Oh yeah, that's right off the bat. Bell pepper, broccoli, nice hot pan. We're gonna get a little bit of caramelization on these veggies. Get that butter mixed all the way through them. Check our chicken. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Now at this point we're just gonna kill the heat. There's plenty of heat in the pan to finish what we need to on the bottom side. Let's get them out and drain with the rest. Fresh veggies, love the HuntChef feather dust seasoning. So that's what we're going in with here today. Great, all-purpose for anything. You make hand-cut fries or even frozen fries, potato tots, homemade chips at home. Potatoes, veggies, all of it. Chicken, feather dust is where it's at. Round 2 of the cutlets, perfect. Veggies, veggies, veggies. Now it's time to get the sauce and the shrimp together. So to get our sauce started, little knob of butter, following in that butter with our fresh minced up ginger. This is where a big piece of our flavor and that fresh pop, a little bit of zing from the ginger coming in, is really gonna make this dish stand out. So the heat kind of low to start. I want to just start to soften the ginger, let the flavors and the aromas start to come out of it. Now we're kicking the heat up a little bit and we're going in with the rest of our sauce ingredients. First off, we've got some low sodium soy. We've got a lot of chicken, so we're gonna make a lot of sauce. Soy. I told you we're gonna use some of that ginger ale. Go going in. A little more sweet, a little more ginger bite. Now we got some gorgeous amber honey, and we are not going to be shy of squeezing this little honey bear for all it's worth. We're going to go for the dump. Come on. Oh, there we go. A little or as much as you want. That's how much we want today. Now you can't forget, really the star of the sauce is that big sexy beef rub. Sweet, savory, with a little heat at the end. Big flavor. We give it all a stir. Get the honey emulsified in, get that big sexy beef rub hydrated, and let all those flavors come together. Now we're gonna let it come to a nice, gentle simmer and reduce a little bit, get a little thicker, a little tackier before we put it over our chicken. Last step, easy step. We could have put the shrimp right in with the veggies, done a little bit more seasoning, some of the Straight Outta the Bay, but I wanted to cook them separate here just so that, you know, to share with you guys if you have shellfish allergies, or a lot of folks like their food separate on their plate. They don't like it all put together. So this gives you guys lots of options. Match made in heaven. Butter, seafood, HuntChef Straight Outta the Bay. You can never go wrong with this combo. So the shrimp are already pre-cooked, so really we're just heating them up, getting them flavored with butter and that Straight Outta the Bay. We could add some lemon or lime, anything you want, but today we're going straight up. Butter, Straight Outta the Bay, and then a plump little shrimp. Smell that. It's time to put our dish together to feed the whole family. We're gonna take this Party Fowl rice and make a nice bed right down the center of the platter. Now you could have this set up as a buffet in the kitchen and everybody go through and sort of make their own plate. But we're making a platter to set down, sort of family style. And man, that smells good. Let everybody sort of dig in. It's so simple, it's so delicious. Gotta get these veggies on there. We're just gonna make two nice piles at either end. Man, they smell good too. Now it's time to bring those cutlets on. We're just gonna kind of shingle them all the way down. You can do whatever presentation you like, but this gives us a little bit of height, showing off all that beautiful pan fried surface area. Easy to grab. Now it's time to top it off with the shrimp. Make sure you get some of that butter seasoned up with that Straight Outta the Bay. Again, you guys can serve these on the side, but man, I think all together as a blur, it's gonna be at. Plus the extra shrimpy shrimp, Straight Outta the Bay, buttery flavor, basting down over that chicken into the rice. It's definitely not gonna suck. Last but not least, we're gonna do a little taste test on the sauce here first. If you could smell it, oh my gosh. The honey, the fresh ginger, the big sexy beef rub, with that soy. Hey now, that's good. Okay, wow. And we could use some cornstarch to thicken this up if you wanted, but I think where it's at right now is the perfect base and dipping sauce. Oh, smokes, kids. This is fantastic. And then you can put some extra, a couple on the side for dipping, for basting. Try not to spill it all over the place like I just did. Towels, paper towels. My favorite part, the taste test. And for me, I've always been, I want a plate of everything to really tell me how the whole dish comes together. So I'm getting chicken, I'm getting rice, I'm getting sauce, I'm getting a shrimp. I'm gonna try and get a piece of bell pepper on there. Oh yeah, that's the bite right there. So easy, so delicious. Juicy chicken, cooked perfect. We just gently did the shrimp with the butter and the Straight Outta the Bay. The rice with the Party Fowl. And man, that big sexy honey soy. Hey HuntChef Nation, we just threw down an easy, simple, affordable, but most importantly, wildly delicious Mother's Day feast for the whole family. You guys can enjoy. All 5 we used in here are available now on the Mother's Day sale at HuntChef.com. Walking you through this recipe. Hit us up, follow along, and have an awesome Mother's Day. I'm ready to get another bite. The chicken's so tender it's falling apart. Juicy. Come on, get some rice on there now. It's delicious. That's a wrap. Happy Mother's Day.